Hey, what's up everybody? Carpo here. You know, there's nothing more frustrating than when I make an entire video and find out that it's either on the wrong setting or, you know, the camera wasn't going. And that's just what happened. I just basically made a 3-part video about, it was one of my faves. It was about reality and illusions and the way we set ourselves up in life for failure by telling ourselves things that, you know, and it was a 2-parter. It was like 20 minutes long, and then I had another one that was right before that was part of it, and it was another 10 minutes. So it's about half an hour of videos, and I put the setting on, I realized the setting on my camera was on high def instead. Unfortunately, for some reason, I think it's YouTube, I can't upload anything over 100 megabytes, which is why I'm using the lower quality. So, God, just had so much that I really wanted to get out there, but at least I got it out, even though it probably won't be uploaded ever. I just wanted to say really quick to try to summarize this really quick. The idea that the whole video was about was the fact that these illusory ideas that we can't get things done, that we can't do the things that we want to do because others have failed at it. And never ever let someone else's failure determine how you act upon your life. The point I was making in there was that the way people always tell each other, this is how you should live your life, this is what you should do, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. And I'm sure there's plenty of you out there who have heard of your parents. You know, well, you know, parents want to do the best they can. Honestly, I let my kid do a lot. I let him have a lot of leeway, you know, playing with stuff, creating stuff, art, making a mess. You know, I don't want to be one of those parents that's trying to keep my kid as a social fucking retard because, pardon my French, but I don't want him to turn into one of these awkward kids that's all worried about making a mess, you know, and I don't give a damn. I have had parents look at me funny. My oldest son is 19. He just left home yesterday. He just moved out. It's very strange to me. He's lived with us since, you know, I moved in when he was 3. He's my stepson. He's a great kid. He's done a lot for himself. He's really come a long way, and now he's out in the world doing his thing. I've had people say, well, you know, is he going to go to college? I say, I don't know. I don't care. Look at you like you're crazy. Like, oh, don't you want your kid to go to college? It's like, if he wants to go to college, he can. It's his choice. But it's not my job to force it upon him. The information is there. We've had the discussion. I'm not an ignorant parent. I don't just let him just kind of blindly run around in life. We've had long, deep conversations about what life is and what's important. But I only tell him what I think I know, and he has to make his own decisions. In comparison, when I was a kid, my mom used to get so much crap from her friends for raising us. They claimed that we were going to be hellions, we were going to turn into garbage. We were punk-ass kids with mullets, running around, causing trouble, and we turned out to be pretty damn alike, my brother and I. We grew up in totally different circumstances. He left home when he was 14 or something and went and lived on the streets with his friends. I didn't see a whole lot of him. We have completely different lives, completely different attitudes. But I talked with him about a month ago, and our value system is exactly the same. And he mentioned that he thinks it was because of Mom, which is amazing because, you know, Mom thinks that she messed up, but she knows that she did a good job with the value system, and I think that's what's important. My mom instilled values in me. My father did too, but he died when I was like 15, so I didn't really get to know him. So after that, you know, living with my mother for a few years until I moved out, I got to kind of learn what was important from a woman's point of view. And I really think that helped me in life. But she never pushed me into anything. And I never pushed my kids into anything. And I just want people to know that you can do whatever you want. The reason why I said the kids thing is because I want my kids to grow up and not have any preconceived notions about what they can or can't do. When I wanted to start my own business, I just went out and did it. And I'm planning to do it again. I'm going to, in the next couple of years, probably get myself back on my feet, get going again, maybe start selling some, making my meditation benches and my boxes, make some custom woodwork. You know, people say, oh, well, the market's flooded with everything, there's no way to make money anymore, there's no way to, you know, make an honest living, and it's just, it's cutthroat. But it's really not. You just have to find your niche. And it's not a matter of not being able to find it, it's a matter of people not looking. And this is what I see. This is my personal viewpoint on it. People say, well, there's nothing left to learn. There's nothing left to create. There's nothing left to do. We just have to work for someone else and be part of it. I think that's a cop-out. I think that's a way for people to escape the motivation it takes to get yourself going, to do something beyond just the usual. And I know, because I do it. I do the mundane. You know, I get done with my video, I'll go clean the rest of my room, go do, go on my routine, do my daily thing. But I embrace every moment of it, and I love it. So I'm hoping I can get those other videos uploaded, because there's no way I can cover it again. There's just too much to see. But to sum it up, the idea was that there's one illusion. It's called the checker shadow illusion. Just look it up. Just Google checker shadow illusion. It's a checkerboard, black and white, and there's a shadow being cast on half of it by a cylinder. There's two squares on there that are the exact same color, and they appear different. No matter how many times I look at it, no matter how aware I know that these are the same color, they still do not appear to be the same color. There are many illusions like this. There have been tons of experiments they've done with people and groups where they would have one person out of 10 who wasn't involved in the joke, and the rest of the people they'd ask the group of 10 people a question. 9 out of 10 would give the wrong answer purposefully, and the one guy would give in and give the wrong answer as well because he wanted to be part of the group. He knows that he's wrong. He knows the answer is wrong. So why did he claim the wrong answer? It's because he assumes that either all the other people are right and he's just mistaken, or that there's something he's missing. And I think this is what society is doing. We're going along with the other 9. Instead of just being the one guy that stands up and says, hell no, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not putting up with this crap. When there's a group of 3 or 4 people around the job site talking about shit and I bring up something like philosophy and start, that's what's important to me. It's life, knowledge. So I start talking about wisdom, and very rarely one person will jump in, but hey, this guy at work that seems to be kind of a quiet, kind of a jerk. He seemed like a dick at first, and he was kind of standoffish. I said something the other day about the Olympics, and we started talking. It got into this conversation about social theory and governmental systems and philosophy, and he was very, very wise on the subject. He understood it. I was fascinated, and I was glad that I brought it up. You don't know the depth of a person's intellect or interest until you actually bring it up, and people are afraid to bring these things up because they don't want to be the outcast, the oddball. But please, people, do it. Be the outcast and the oddball, so the outcasts don't have to be outcasts anymore. So people can be like, oh, there's a lot more people that think like this than I thought, Just some thoughts. Just, the programming is extensive, but, we don't have to let it get to us to the point where we can't live our lives. You can start a new career tomorrow. Every day is a new day and a new life, and it really is. Peace.